founder and CEO of Paytm. He's one of the most well-recognized, respected, successful entrepreneurs in India. Your story from being a small-town boy in India to now running one of the most dynamic and successful organizations is a very inspiring one. Through Paytm, he's essentially revolutionizing the mobile wallet and disrupting the e-commerce ecosystem, and you have aspirations beyond that, which we'll get to. It feels to me like you were destined to be an entrepreneur. And listen to these stats. I was reading the bio. It's amazing. You finished secondary schooling at age 13, entered engineering school at 15, taught yourself to read English by reading books in Hindi and English at the same time, taught yourself how to code. I mean, from the outset, you were both a prodigy and a self-starter and seemed destined to be an entrepreneur. What inspired you to take this entrepreneurial path?
When I was growing up, I grew up in a small town where my school wouldn't be so privileged. My fellow classmates won't have even shoes to wear to school. And the education medium would be local language Hindi, where we do not understand what typical higher education would be like, because not everybody goes to an engineering college. In fact, from my school, I'm the second student in history of that school, which is plus 50 year, to go to engineering college itself. So I think if the question of why I got into this would be, I think I wanted to grow beyond or go beyond the borders that have been set in front of us. For example, like a life where you're significantly underprivileged and then normal. I think significantly underprivileged is a state that I would quote. And there, my class 10th, when I was age 12, if you will, class 10, I wrote a poem in my class where, which was in a school magazine, and it said that I'm poverty, I love you, I won't leave you because you love me more than I do. And that was the learning around me was, meaning I think we are who we are because we choose to be that, not because our circumstances make that. I, at a so early age, could figure out that poverty or a limiting factor or not so much of opportunity is not because that opportunity is not out there. It's not because there is not out there the world, but it is because we are settling at what we are settling at. So I think in early days itself, I had figured out that I'm not going to settle on a job very easily. My family didn't have any business whatsoever. None of my ever near and dear ever went to an MBA school ever. So I took 6 jobs in 2 years just to learn how do these companies run? Why do people go to work at a company at all? I mean, why are these guys going to work here? What is this company giving? What is their life aspiration? And what should I bring to my company that I will bring eventually? And I think this is year 2000, 1998 is when I graduated from engineering college. And this is 99, 2000 I'm quoting here in those days. Everything in India was year 2000 bug and transport to US. This is H1B era of United States, where so many technology people will go from there. So default and probably the best career choice for an engineering graduate was get into this queue to go to the US. And I definitely did not want to be the another brick in the wall, which is the queue that is landing there. And I took a vow that I would build something in this country that world will be proud of, and I'll make my country proud of. And that was in early days itself, which I do not know why I had it, but I probably had it because I studied too many books in history and how as a country we belong to a golden era in past, and I wish that we could bring that back in this country.